There we go. Alrighty.
Good to go.
Hooray.
They took everything from me. They're responsible. And they'll pay.
First up, Wolverine Claws. Yeah, we're not even going to use it.
Blackjack entering target zone. Over.
Now for the gigantic hammer fist. Sock boppers. More fun than a pillow fight. Whoop-bam. Oh, shoot, wrong one. Oh, apparently that's what worked. Okay, I'll take it. And now you're gonna give me the giant arm sword. Let's go. Anime protagonist power, activate. Alright, now let's try to use it as little as possible because it's slow. What? He jumped out of the way! Wow, I'm just sucking with this right now. Alright, where's the next one? Get it. I hate how he doesn't even hit me, but I still end up like taking damage. Alright, you get hit by arm sword. One more? One more. Oh, screw off. You and your pipe. Alright.
Strike team to Zebra Grid.
We're setting up a strike squad. Like, what do you do against this guy? Somebody who can move this fast has all these powers. Oh god, no. And capture, throw down, and wha-bam! With the choke slam. You know, just to give you a taste of what this game is going to be doing. But now we have actual story stuff. So let's drop you in the beginning.
We have less than an hour. What's next?
The last person responsible for all of this dies tonight.
If we make it out of here, you think you're ready?
I was made for this.
This game. "18 days earlier."
Hey, I knew this guy. He was Blacklight.
Yeah, well, now he's ex-Blacklight.
His name is Mercer, Alex J. Next of kin, Mercer Dana A. Is that his wife?
Don't know.
You think this has anything to do with the test subject on 51?
I have no idea. And even more, I don't want to know.
Just
So I kind of want to know, given what we know about Alex Mercer, at what point did he actually come back to life? Was it literally just then? Was it a slow, arduous process of his heart slowly coming to, and then slowly pumping the blood life into the rest of his organs up into his brain? Like, I know it really doesn't matter because it has nothing to do with the story, but just, the random things I think about, I guess. Get the hell on the goddamn ground. Don't make me shoot. You don't. Fuck it. Just shoot him in the face. Shoot him in the face. Shoot him in the face. Thank you. Now shoot the other one. Good job, soldiers. Starbucks is on me. Wait, there's another one. Everybody line them up. Execution style. 5, 4, 3, 2. Damn it, Roger. Don't pull on 2. You pull on 1. Oh shit. He's getting back up. He's getting back up. He's getting back up. What do we do? Do we shoot him again? I don't know. Oh god, he's jumping. He's a leapfrog. What the hell is that? Why can't I jump that high? Alright, now we are on the run.
I need to get the
Charging,
fuck out of
charging,
here.
leap.
I can't keep this up forever.
And now I'm being pursued by a helicopter. Hey. That's not fair, helicopter. You're not supposed to come until 3 wanted stars. I'm pretty sure I only have 1. I wish you really could grab a vehicle during damage animation. Unfortunately, you can't. You have to recover first, but that would be really cool. Alright, throw that. Actually, isn't where I need to go behind me. No, I was right. Okay. Little fun fact, you can actually skip that building and go straight to the taller one, which is where the game's going to tell you to go anyway.
Kill them too.
And now we finally get to kill the helicopters by throwing HVAC units at them. Fuck your AC. Fuck your AC. And bye-bye.
This can't be happening.
Whee! Now, unfortunately, with this game's crazy way of telling its story, you're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, well, you'll see.
Terminated.
Look at that. I can disguise myself. What? Yes, you can become anybody that you end up consuming. Which, unfortunately, we will primarily be using this slot for military personnel, because that will allow us to move around the city practically undetected most of the time.
Fucking goose-stepping motherfuckers!
Kiss your mother with that mouth.
Roger, 2215 Christopher Street, apartment 15A. Got it.
Saddle up. You got a CP. Move it.
Yep, so the entire story is told through memories, which we get by absorbing key individuals throughout the story and regular gameplay. And like I said, you either love the fact that this is how you get the story, or you hate it. It can be kind of confusing, and there are a lot of memories that are just like bland nothingness.
Dana.
I don't really know how to describe it.
Hopefully she
Besides
never tells
that, I can point one out when
anything.
it happens, if it happens. See, I had claimed I wasn't gonna do speedrun shit, but I am like doing the anime jumping like a speedrun. Not exactly utilizing optimal movement, but once you learn what's fastest, it's kind of hard not to use that. You know?
Soldiers.
Now this one, unfortunately,
They know
we
who I
do
am,
have to
probably
go
know
up
where
onto
she
the
is.
roof for. So
I need to get
let's
to a
go
big
do
viewpoint
that.
and scope the area out.
Little fun fact, if for whatever reason you did end up changing out of this military disguise, the game will re-give you this Commander Blackwatch military disguise
I'll have
right
to think
here.
about this.
And it's like one of the only times the game does that. Disguise, yellow means suspicious, red means
Now I can
panic.
get inside.
Bang. Look at that, guys. So weird. Yeah, let me walk in here and secure this person. Bye. And the funny part is we go into the cutscene and just instantly rip his heart out. And then we're like, don't worry, Dana, I'm not going to hurt you. And we're all shocked that she's afraid.
I need your help.
Jesus. I knew something fucked up was going on at Gentech. What the hell happened to you, Alex? I've been researching that whole fucked up organization for weeks. I was poking around.
Like,
to
I
get
don't
real
remember.
information.
I ate a guy, and that's how I knew to come
Find
find
out
you.
what's going on at the highest levels at Gentech. Anything about the director of research, do you? Are you okay?
Do you know what happened?
I haven't even seen you
So
in
it
my
is
life.
established
Show up at my door
that
last
every
night.
time Mercer has one of those flashes,
There's some rule,
like
you know?
his body is left in a vulnerable state, either like maybe slightly convulsing. He does something to show that he's physically uncomfortable, and it's actually taken advantage of
It's a
in
friend's place.
story
They're gone for a year.
progression
Patty Godier.
at like the 1/3, 1/4 mark of the game,
No.
where you lose all your powers
Yeah,
thanks
this
to
is the story of the century. It's always
Colonel
been
what's his
something
face? I
wrong.
don't remember his name.
You know, they were waiting for me at my place. So
But apart from those instances, all people do is just like reference, like Dana just did, being like,
there.
"Oh, Alex, are you okay? You look like something weird's going on."
It's best you stay put.
But it's never really elaborated on.
Yeah.
Like, we know that it's him, like, experiencing memories / flash thoughts, but, how vulnerable is that state? Why am I only vulnerable during that one cutscene and not during any of the other cutscenes where that shit's constantly going on? Because it's not like that stops at any point in time. That goes throughout the entire game. Anyway.
They're gonna be waiting for me. They think they're in control, but they have no idea what I'm capable of.
So, why do I love this game and why do I think it's so great? Because in my mind, it is essentially like the ultimate superhero game. Even though you don't play as a superhero at all, you play as like... I don't even know what area of the spectrum Alex Mercer is in terms of his karma reading. Like, I guess you could technically call him anti-hero, but like, with the, thousands and thousands and millions of people and creatures you end up killing, like, it's kind of difficult to just label him as an anti-hero. In fact, you're not even really a hero throughout most of the game. You're driven by entirely selfish motives, and technically all of your actions throughout the game only make things worse. Like, you only act in your self-interest. You only happen to save New York City after Blackwatch realizes, holy shit, you're unstoppable, we need to nuke everything and hopefully that'll kill you before you extinct the human race. And even then, that was literally just to save his skin. And now, and he basically, drops the nuke in the middle of the ocean, which The Dark Knight Rises completely ripped off, for the record. All just to save his own skin. So at any point, I honestly don't think you can call Alex Mercer a hero at any point throughout this game. But that's okay, because you have all the powers that you need. And you actually feel strong and fast and extremely mobile. And that anything that they throw at you is just laughed off, and you're just this unstoppable god. You can die. The game does get hard on hard difficulty, but it gives you plenty of tools to constantly, get yourself out of any situation. You know what? No, we're not doing the speedrun. Fuck that. We're gonna sit here and farm some experience off you guys. Where the helicopters go?
Alpha Charlie, be advised Nighthawk is en route to the extraction point. Rendezvous at the evac primary, northern edge of the park. Red Crown out.
So in the speed run, what you do is you come over here, land in this corner, and that gives you a window of breaking eyesight to turn into, your military disguise. They'll lose interest in you immediately, and you go upon your merry way just like normal. But because I'm not doing speedrun, because I'm just playing this game to enjoy myself, we ain't gonna do all that. We're gonna play around, we're gonna enjoy ourselves. And part of the joy of this game is actually utilizing the combat. Alright, I'm gonna call him.
Got you now.
Another fun fact. Wait, I'll wait for this to play.
Doctor, try to keep the discussion high level. We need to know what we're dealing with on the ground.
Its effect is variable. When it does manifest, it makes the Idaho strain look like the common cold. I don't need to remind you gentlemen how close we came to the point of no return in Idaho. Mercer's body is a bomb, filled with this weaponized pathogen waiting to go off. And now it's loose in the city. Bring it in, no matter what it takes. I'd say dead or alive, but I'm not sure those classifications fit Alex Mercer any longer.
Alright, gotta go through that little tutorial on how the memory works.
His memories are my memories.
The web of intrigue, which is a very convoluted way of saying when you end up getting the key people I was talking about with the key memories, all of those key memories will stack in that little web of intrigue. So once you start collecting them all and they all start becoming gibberish, you can go through and have them be actually connected to which story bits line up with the other story bits that are connected to those little flesh ball things.
Made sense.
I guess I can go over it in more detail.
I had Dana investigating its operations. And then there was Blackwatch. Whatever had changed me, erased my past. Must have started there. I thought if I could find out who was running Gentech before Blackwatch erased them too, I could find my past.
What did you think that would gain you?
Answers. I wanted to find out what happened to me. The reason. Someone to blame, someone I could punish. Tell you the truth, I never thought I'd find her. I wish the hell I never had.
Alright. Okay, so the web of intrigue, right? So you see up at the top we have Sequence 1, Sequence 2, Sequence 3. As we play through the game, those sequences will become more and more available. So for Sequence 1, we have this memory, which basically told us where Dana was. We have this memory, which told us where the like Alex's house and stuff like that was. And then that was the memory I believe we just saw, or something along those lines. Like, we see how every memory that we end up eating connects to another memory, and if you really want to go through it, you can basically use all these connections to piece together chronological things that will tell you the entirety of the story. But we can go over all that more in detail later, because right now we're not supposed to know anything. We are going to go do these. There we go. Because in the speed run, you usually don't do those. You're okay, sir. You got this. Shut up. Upgrades, yes, I know. Actually. Okay, that's a mandatory thing, so let's get that one out the way. Air dash, mandatory. Sprint seed, mandatory. Jump, mandatory. Crap. Air dash boost, mandatory. We don't need shield power. We don't have enough for that. We have enough for that. Nice. There we go. The dash ability is what gives our movement so much more. Oh my god, stop. Yes, free roam. Cool. Moving on. Okay. We got this. 45 seconds, let's go. Jump, dash, jump, dash, jump, dash, jump, dash, jump, dash, jump, dash. Oh, good. Dash, jump, dash. Oh, come on. Oh, 48.5. Not bad. Silver. But I can do that a lot better. I know I can do that a lot better. Oop. Got it. 44 seconds. It's not platinum, but to have no upgrades, oh yeah, I'll definitely take that. Although, ironically, it does get to the point where you become so over-upgraded, it goes to the exact opposite extreme and just makes them harder. Okay, right. So we got that one done. There's one more down here that we're definitely gonna do. That's the guy, he's right there. What are y'all gonna do? Y'all ain't got nothing, go away. Whee! Yeah, you see how high I'm able to jump? Keep in mind, all I've got is level 1 stuff. So... you really do become, like, absurdly powerful. And to be perfectly honest, in the right skilled player's hands, I would even go as far as to say you become more powerful in this game than you do in Prototype 2. I can do so much more and better things in this game than I can with the tools of Prototype 2. Now, I will admit, like, I'm not the absolute best Prototype 2 player. I mastered this game, not the second one, but... I am still competent enough in that game to know the difference. Oop. Gotta get a shot. The town square. Yeah, just take that tree out. Oh, I hit a military guy. But thank you. Needed a little bit of health. 26 seconds. Let's go. Got it. Ooh, that may have been a platinum time. Hooray! Alright, what upgrades can we get now? We'll get Glide. We'll get Critical Mass, and I think that's it. We'll definitely need Adrenaline Surge, but obviously we can't afford that. Okay, we're good. Let me unhighlight this. Yay, now we have the ability to glide.
Find anything?
Jesus Christ, don't do that.
Sorry.
Okay, your apartment?
There's nothing left there.
Well, it doesn't matter. I've been looking at your laptop.
Laptop?
Yeah. It came in a package the day after you went AWOL. Look.
I've seen that girl before.
Well, it makes sense. There are only 2 names in the file. One is yours. The second is this woman, Elizabeth Green. She's still in isolation at the Gentech building. Do you know who she is?
Hey, whoever she is, she knows more than I do.
God. She's just a girl. What kind of fucking monsters are these people?
Can't remember.
Axiom will sweep to the river. Brimstone will encircle the entire sector and detain anyone moving through the area. I want this contained by daybreak.
Sir, there are nearly 100,000 people in the blue zone.
I'm not interested in excuses. Get it done. I have a situation I think your team is well suited for, Captain. How long until your men are in place?
We're prepped and waiting for orders. The wheels up and boots on the ground anywhere in the city in 15. With respect, sir, a suppression operation in the city of 12 million is slightly more than
The situation has already evolved, Captain. You're not participating in the containment action. Your team has a single target. Alex Mercer, codename Zeus, is carrying a new strain. He's eliminated 50 of my men and smashed through a 2-foot steel door. You interested?
I'm your man, sir.
I don't need to tell you what's at stake.
What's his name? Cross? Look at that sky. Like, you can just tell this place is just apocalyptic city. Oop. Good old Gentech. Alright, I'm gonna try the speedrunner out on this one actually.
These spooks aren't just digging in, they're taking over.
Aw, it canceled my grab.
Gonna have to be careful around these things. Alright, he's my ticket inside.
So this is what I'm talking about, right? Right now, I am experiencing a memory flashback. So according to the game, right now, I should be getting hurt by all of the military men shooting at me, all of the, you know, everything that's going on around me that you're about to see me getting attacked by. Okay, come on. There we go. Don't worry, guys. I kicked his ass. He thought he could get the jump on me, and I proved him wrong. And then we come into this horrible, gruesome scene. Everything looked all cool, calm, and collected on the outside, but on the inside, this is what it looks like.
Elizabeth Green.
The time for waiting is over.
And she just super slams me across the room like nothing. Like I was just a paperweight. And then we get the first remnants. So essentially that message was, just like they did in Hope, Idaho, the only way that this outbreak will end in New York is with its total destruction. Because that's exactly what happened. And Elizabeth Green, she's not omnipotent, but she's smart enough to know, like, yeah, that This shit's all happened before. This is what they did the first time. I guarantee you this is what they're gonna do the second time. And Alex makes it his mission to stop this from happening because he wants to live. Now, a lot of you are probably gonna be like, well, yeah, but Alex Mercer could also just run away. But he can't run away from what's going on. The reason being is that his reason for living, his only means of finding answers, exists here within everything. And in order for him to find out all of his questions, because just like the audience, he has no idea what's going on. We have no idea what's going on. We experience and learn Alex's story and progression with him as you go. That is the entire point of the playthrough of this game.
Inside a military base.
Red Cloud! Red Cloud! We're being overrun by some sort of fucking huge animal. We're trying to withdraw!
Come on, come on. Oh my god, I have no momentum.
Bravo B, this is Squad YY. We've got some sort of
The only problem with Glide is it can leave you just
We need air support. There he is. There's Mercer. And those fucking things are after
with
him.
zero momentum and not able to go forward at all. Alright. Easiest way to deal with these guys? Step 1, grab a truck. Step 2, run in circles. Wee. Wee.
I don't know what you are, but I know I'm gonna.
Step 3, throw a truck at monster. What? Yep, throw a truck. Come on, where's he at? Where's he at? There he is. Oh no! Darn it, I hit the tank. Come on, grab the truck, throw it at monster. Kick it in the back of the head. Let's come and grab a box, because he doesn't need a whole other truck. Wait. Did I not grab sprinting grab? Yeah, I have sprinting grab. Why aren't you sprinting and grabbing? Also, we have 20,000. Let's get adrenaline surge while we're in here. There we go. Now that I pointed it out to you, it works. Oh. Grab, consume. And now I get my Wolverine claws. Now I will give it credit. Prototype 2 did make the Wolverine claws significantly better. I will give it that all day, every day. The Wolverine claws are very underwhelming in this game. Okay, I need a truck. There's a truck. Oh, I tried. This little intermission prototype has been interrupted by Dante of the Devil May Cry series. And now we're back to it. I got it. Sorry, give me a second, I'm concentrating. I swear I will explain everything that just happened in just a moment. Alright, gotta grab a gun. Oh my god, stop running away. Come get slashed by my claws. I want a box. So, if you want to, technically, these hunters are infinitely respawning. So, if you wanted to say, just keep killing the hunters and farm you some experience... Come on. Thank you. Because all you have to do is damage them with a throwable or a military weapon, and then... Oh, I completely missed. Now be warned, they will also throw weapons at you. They are very fond of that. But yeah, you can just kind of sit there, and as long as you keep consuming them, you won't die, because consuming them will give you more health than they can take away from you. You just kind of keep yourself out of their attacks. If you see them start doing their armored charge forward, you just get far away from them. Their armored run swiping attack, that one right there that guy just did, goes straight forward and only a very short distance, so you can easily outpace it. I want... Is there a weapon? Yes. Give me this. Thank you. There's a bazooka right at my feet. But yeah, I can just sit here and keep killing these guys over and over again and farming experience that I need to upgrade myself. And don't get it twisted, you will need a lot of experience by later portions of the game. But honestly, it's not too worth it to sit here and grind forever. I'm gonna kill these guys a little bit more just for fun, but... Alright. And you also don't have to worry about the bazookas right here. They're usually between these two weapon racks, but they've been being used a lot. If you use all the ones in the weapon racks, usually this guy right here will always spawn with a bazooka, to the point where you'll have like 50 bazookas up here if they just keep spawning him and killing him. It's kind of great, actually. And really, if I have to explain why it's great, well, just give me 1 second and you'll see. So I just used all that bazooka. I come up here. Oh, they just spawned. Okay, these ones down here, they just moved down. Go in. Kill you. The game's trying to point me to... the things. The gasoline pump. Is getting to the point where the military is starting to outnumber the infected. Alright. Let's get a bazooka. Come on, I need the bazooka. No, not the monster, the bazooka. There we go. Got it. Hooray. And we technically just destroyed our first military base, with us still inside of it. And came out of it virtually unscarred. And we even get this brief moment where we see how powerful these claws are against military guys. Alright. So, we just got a boatload of experience for doing all that. This one's more important. We will need that for the mission later, so let's grab that. The stealth consume. And I think that's all we can afford. Technically I can use shield power. No, we're gonna save it. So, let's go here. There we go. 21 seconds. Oh, I remember this one. Oh, this one took me so long to get good time on. I didn't see. Oh, 20.5. Haha. Look at that. Oh, the glide missions. Glide missions are so good. Because they're easy. They're easy experience. You go to somewhere really high, it gives you a target at the bottom, you hit it, and the game gives you experience. So, like, my headcanon for this is all just like Alex Mercer slowly coming to grips with his powers, testing himself to see what he can and can't do. I mean, wouldn't you do it? Like, if you had these types of powers, isn't this the type of stuff you would be doing? Just like, hey, can I do this? Can I run this? And then my second thought is, you know, obviously the gold time would be the canon time that he realizes that he gets. And then the platinum is him, like, late game / in game, going back over them and being like, okay, now that I've really learned how to control myself, you know, what better times can I get? And then he realizes that he can break these gold timers even again. But all that is just personal headcanon, so I can't attribute that to anything game related. I can't be like, oh, the developers planned that. No, that's just my explanation for things. $197, not bad. Okay. See? Just got 6,000 experience for that. Oh man, here's our first kill frenzy. And so if we're going with the headcanon that all these challenges are just in Alex Mercer's head, and he's just like seeing the depths of what he can do, watch what he's about to canonically do. So I'm beginning to discover that you can dash off the cars. So if you can control your R2 presses, traffic jams slowly turn into speed boosts for you. I don't know if there are any like high tier speedrunners and Prototype who are better at this game than me, but that's something I've been playing around with. What's up, buddy? You apparently have an important memory. Let's see what it is.
What were we keeping from them? Everything.
Go on.
This source. It's the key to genetics, but it's also a machine, churning out the worst viruses ever seen. Things that, if they got out of the lab, could literally erase human civilization as we know it.
And how did that make you feel?
I wasn't paid to feel.
Okay, so that cutscene tells us a few things. It tells us whoever this person I just consumed work for, maybe that's Gentek, maybe that's Blackwatch, we don't entirely have that answer just yet in story. Whoever he worked for were basically creating, testing, and designing, you know, what's it called? That the Center for like Disease Control and all that. Only they weren't just doing regular diseases. They were creating bioweapons that they were going to use for, you know, essential warfare. And eventually came upon themselves a blacklight virus that they called it, where it essentially became what Alex Mercer is, this like super being that, you know, doesn't experience damage, heals almost instantly, is incredibly fast, is incredibly strong, all sorts of amazing capabilities, although when this happens to the person, they are no longer the person they were before. And the reason for that being, you know, this blacklight virus kills whoever it ends up consuming. So this person, Alex Mercer, that we're running around as, he is technically dead. The Alex Mercer that lived before this, his consciousness is not in this body. This body is inhabited by a blacklight virus variant that has become conscious and self-aware, and has taken the appearance of Alex Mercer because that was the original dying host that it bonded to. Unfortunately, in the consumption process, Alex Mercer, the person, died. Alex Mercer, the blacklight variant, survives. Anyway, just, you know, trying my best to explain some of the story's crazy lore. Let's do this. 28 people. Let's go. Okay, first what we need to do is purchase this power. The ground spike. Okay, so I guess I should explain the time thing. So, this game, one of the core mechanics is its time dilation ability. So, all throughout the game, for like a split second, after you press the lock-on button, which, you know, for PlayStation would be like L2, for Xbox would be left trigger. Not really sure what it would be on keyboard controls if you happen to play it that way. But for that split second, time is slowed down, and that gives me the ability to flick around targets and decide who I'm going to attack, and the speed that this character is seen constantly exhibiting, right? Now, this time ability can also be used to mitigate the negative side of charging up your ability. See, as that basically just took like a half a second to charge, now let me do it without doing so, took twice as long, right? So you get to the point where you're constantly slowing time, giving yourself the ability to charge up, kicks, punches, slashes, devastating moves, whatever. The only problem is again, during a speed run, that time dilation is only effective in-game, not in the real world. The clock is still ticking at normal speed. Anyway. Alright, we're done with those. Let's go back to story mission. Actually, hold on. Before we go with story mission, we have a lot of XP points. Let's find some things to purchase. We're not going to purchase a new power just yet. We should definitely get some air dash double. Yes, air dash double. Air recovery is good, but it's not super important. I think jump upgrade 2 is the more important. But let's look through combat. I don't have enough for a devastator anyway. I don't need charge throw right now. It's not super important. Okay, so we're going to go with jump 2. So now we have 2 dodges, and we just upgraded our jump. Hold on, our jump. There we go, that's a little more like it. Oh. I see an important person.
We have confirmation of the agent in 2 sampling stations.
That is a variant of DX-1118, still untyped.
In 10 to 15 hours, an outbreak is likely to appear. It is vital that fast action teams are on site within minutes of the first confirmation. We're here to make certain what happened in 1969 never happens again. You all know your duty, whatever it takes.
So basically that told us that they do or were basically prepared for, as best of their knowledge, for essentially a breakout of this virus. And as we can tell through the events of this game, those confidences are highly misplaced. They are not prepared for me at all. So if you're wondering how I am doing that move I was doing where... Okay, so here's another important guy. Let me grab the experience orb. Thank you. We'll grab the hint orb, I guess, while we're at it since we're here. Charge your attacks by holding the button down. A charge attack is slower, but much more damaging. And if you combine it with the time dilation, it's not all that much slower. Okay. So, you want to know how I do my launching grab thing, because it's not really easily conveyed on how that move works in the game. But essentially what you want to do is you want to jump up, charge a kick, right? So if you jump up, press the kick button, you'll charge up a kick like that. And then as soon as you launch forward, press the grab button, which is like circle on PlayStation, B on Xbox, don't know on PC. So, I jump, charge, grab. Although I grab the lady next to him. Go that way. Charge, grab. You will thank me for that trick if you ever end up playing this
What
game.
is it we're looking at here?
Because it makes grabbing people so much
Future.
easier.
As amazing as it seems, he can manipulate his body on the genetic level. The changes are instantaneous. Everything, even the clothing, is imitating. Tissue differentiated and transformed on the fly. I want it on the slab. I need to know what makes it tick.
And so that shows us that McMullen, who was the guy that Alex and his sister Dana were talking about before they got to their safe house. You remember when they were sitting under and Dana was talking about how she had no idea what was going on. She just knew Alex was in trouble and then disappeared. McMullen was the guy that Alex Mercer, the person, worked for when he was alive. He was actually a doctor on the Gentech projects. McMullen, the boss who I'm referring to, already knows a lot about how Alex is functioning. He already knows a lot about what Alex is capable of. He's been able to observe him, and he's the reason that they are able to do the stuff that they do to me later.
What's the situation with Mercer?
The subject is wanted in connection with treasonous activities against the United States and our allies. As of last night, Alex Mercer is the #1 terrorist threat in the United States.
Yep, so I'm pretty sure that clip is pretty self-explanatory. I was just labeled as terrorist. Police officers are all startled by my actions, but it doesn't matter because I can basically fly. And now we're about to come to another cutscene.
Does the name Karen Parker ring any bells? Well, it should. She was close to you. My ex-girlfriend. I have her address from the laptop. Get to her before the military makes her disappear. Look, if I can find this lead, you can bet they will too. Alex, be careful.
It's very weird that she finds out that Karen Parker is Alex Mercer's girlfriend from the past through a computer. And I get that that's kind of like the only way that she could figure that out due to Alex's amnesia and, you know, how else would you dig that information? But
This is not looking good.
to me, even the first time I played this, like, that was a huge red flag for me.
They're distracted. They haven't secured Parker yet.
Gotta get in. There we go.
Karen Parker.
I thought you were dead.
I should be. Right now, we need to get out of the military cordon.
You need to get us a vehicle. A military one, if possible. It's the only way we'll be able to get out of the district.
That red stuff is spreading fast, person to person, building to building, street to street. It has to be connected to Elizabeth Green.
Yeah, for some reason the military guys don't like it when I do that to their guys.
Parker,
I
Karen
don't know.
I. DOB 116.
But they get really, really mad.
Doctorate Genetics, Rutgers University, 7/2/2003. Hired Gentech, Special Projects 2/1/2002. Director Genotyping, Level D Access, reported to Director McMullen, Raymond F. Romantically involved with Mercer, Alex J. Wanted for questioning. Subject is to be detained and transferred to Base 6 Charlie Alpha 1.
And so, once again, we find ourselves in a scenario where if you want to just farm you some experience, everything here is infinitely respawning. All of the guys are infinitely respawning. The helicopter is... Hold on. Let me grab a box. There we go. The helicopter is infinitely respawning. The hunters are respawning from the building, so... And with everything attacking each other, you know, it gives you a little more wiggle room to not have everything's attention directly on you. So you can just kind of float around and attack everything and just keep gaining experience. Like right now, I've got like 53,000 experience. Is there anything I can that's worth getting? Air recovery, sprint speed 2. I can get some powers. Actually, yeah, we're gonna get that real quick. Also, you get these little orb things that come out, and the orb things also give you a little bit of experience as well as give you a little bit of health. So they kind of keep you replenished while you're fighting. This game has this really good balance of just like throwing all the things at you, but also like giving you exactly what you need to keep yourself healthy and able to keep fighting. Okay, I'm gonna kick you. Throw that at you. Gonna kick you again. Gonna turn my claws on. Alright. We're about to show you the best ability in the game. Well, one of. Run this way and no. Come on. There we go. Yeah. They kill everything around me tentacles. The tendrils, whatever you want to call them. And it's literally your screen wipe in this game. Things getting heavy, things getting hairy. As long as you have that blue bar on top of my health bar, you can always call upon that move and other Devastator moves that will be similar too. Alright, I'm gonna eat him, and then we're gonna go. Because we don't need to super farm. Ooh, you thought you were gonna get me. Ooh, that's bad. I need a military disguise. Thank you. And that's how we grab a military disguise. Alright, I gotta make sure I come in low, because otherwise Alex will just dead stop and drop, and that'll cause him to be instant detected. Okay, so this is basically the tutorial on how to sneak into military bases. To give you the quick rundown, whenever you have a military base that is... oops, sorry. That is marked by this little symbol on the map, the blue star icon. You can come in here and find these guys, which are commanders. They're not always going to have the blue DNA symbol over their head. This blue DNA symbol is here only for the mission. So memorize what this guy looks like. He's the one who's wearing the cap, the sunglasses, the kind of short-sleeved uniform, not one of these guys who are in full long-sleeve uniform with the face mask and the helmet. So, another thing, if you just want to quick get around without arousing suspicion, I use what I call the teleport, which is you tap jump. Alex will sit here and do a front flip, and it's not super suspicious. If you do it over and over again, they'll get suspicious, but if you just kind of do it every so often. So you combine that with your dash. You basically go from here to here to here. And then you come up to this guy, you stealth consume. I'm gonna become him real quick. Now underneath my, underneath my health bar, underneath Alex Mercer's face, you see that key. that means I have the key. I have the proper disguise to get into the military base. So we get into the military base,
I don't know how to operate these vehicles, but someone...
which is something that you're going to want to do periodically throughout the game anyway, because that is how you get your vehicle and your weapons upgrades. So we're going to use our little teleport method to bounce our way all the way over here, stealth consume him. We're going to learn how to drive a tank. We also get a stealth consume bonus, so we always want to try
Welcome to the Marine Armor Training Center. There are 19 major systems in this Marine Armored Personnel Carrier and over 25,000 moving parts. In the next 8 months, you will learn all of them. When you're done here, you'll be able to park that vehicle on top of an enemy position and blow the shit out of them. It's my job to get your shit in order. It's your job to shut the fuck up and learn.
So yeah, that's our introduction to tank. So, like I was saying, you get bonus experience. Okay, so when you enter a military base, you will be tasked to absorb either important figures, people who will enable you to have upgrades towards specific weapons, like your like the assault rifles or the bazookas. Yeah, there he is. You can also get vehicle upgrades, which allow you to work tanks and helicopters better. And if you're able to consume everybody that's in that military base without raising an alert, you'll get bonus XP on top of getting a completion XP. And then what you can do to really maximize the XP you get from these, let's go ahead and stealth consume a couple of more guys, start slowly weeding out their numbers. One cool game that you can play is how many people can you slowly take away, and nobody's ever going to notice that people are gone. So you just watch as, one person slowly survives everybody around them just kind of disappearing out of nowhere. And even with people like that, at this point, you just kind of like push them around a little bit. Not too much. You don't want to raise your suspicion. But so, for example, I'm going to aim at him. We're going to try to push him behind the truck. Come on. Let me get you behind the truck. There we go. Okay, let me turn you around. Stay looking at me. No, don't go back. Don't go back. I just got you all the way over here. Alright, whatever. Anyway, you can play this slowly kill everybody game stealthily. But what I really want to do is grab you, throw you. We're causing a ruckus. So the way that you deal with a lockdown, now that we have made everybody mad, is take out all the military inside. And the easiest way to do that is to grab an assault rifle, jump up in the air, and use your time ability with flicking targets along with a single precision shot. You see the results before you. And this is always the easiest way to take out the foot soldiers. And again, you will end up getting upgrades for your assault rifles to make them more effective with this strategy. Right now, we are the absolute worst. So, we got experience for 3 things. Consuming all the targets, doing so stealthily, and then once everybody was consumed, locking down the base, and then by, killing all of the people inside, we forced the lockdown to cease, because nobody's able to enforce it anymore. We transform, we walk out, and if we weren't on a mission, we would be able to do a 4th thing, which would be to destroy the military base. But I don't think we can do that without failing this mission. Maybe we can. Maybe nah. We're not gonna do it right now. We're gonna progress with the mission. I can show you destroying military bases later, and we'll see the entire combo in action. But all great ways to get yourself experience, especially early game. And then you'll be able to do the exact same thing with hives, which we kind of already encountered a hive. That was that building that was producing those, you know, the hunters and that area I said where you could farm XP for a bit, where all the yellow orbs were flying all over the place. And for the record, I just skipped completely past that tank tutorial. Sorry about that. I mean, it's a tank. There's not really much to talk about. I can tell you what the controls are, but that's not really... Okay, so you saw there, I got a certain number of landmark points. And once you get enough of those, they start being worth more experience. So like after 5, after 10, 15, 20, so on, the experience that they are worth from then on out increases by, I don't know the exact number. Okay, that's a hive, actually. So we are going to destroy a hive right now via the mission objective. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to destroy it before I even get there. So I won't be able to show you in too much detail. But don't worry, there will be plenty of hives to go over later. In the meantime, let's go and rescue Karen Parker.
This is where we should go. I'll mark it for you. Please let's
Now, you will notice that as soon as the hive was destroyed, you see how all of the infected are basically dead in an area? You will also notice that when we destroy a military base, we will get rid of all the military in a specific area. You can use this to control the population in certain sections of the map. If you're in an area and don't want to deal with infected, find a nearby hive, kill the hive, and all the infected will be dead for a short period of time. Now, these assets do end up replenishing over time. So a dead hive will eventually respawn. A blown up military base will eventually respawn. But it is a factor of environmental control that the player has and can utilize depending on, you know, what the situation calls for. As a matter of fact, you can actually harm yourself in doing this. So, for example, if you end up finding an area with a hive, get excited and go start farming experience, and then get done with it and destroy the hive, if there is, like, say, a kill event that requires you to kill infected to pass it, you will be unable to complete that task at that time because the hive is dead and all the infected in the area are gone because of that. So you will have to wait for that hive to respawn in order to actually be able to complete that kill mission. Little things like that. I took the absolute worst way in getting here. I should have taken the speedrun route. Definitely should have taken the speedrun route. Because, technically I could blow up that military base now. Karen won't freak out if I end up getting wanted. It'll just remove the blue arrow for a little bit. But I don't feel like doing all that. I want to get this complete so I can free roam and do stuff and unlock things. So let's do that. Come in here, park up. And then after every mission, I've been kind of breezing past them because I stopped caring about them. But you always get this, like, this debriefing on, you know, how much military expenditure did all of your actions create? How many vehicles do they have to replace? How many funeral arrangements do they have to have? How many, you know, military bases, if you blow them up, do they have to rebuild? So in this particular mission, we caused $231.75 million worth of damage. Military casualties in this mission alone, we killed 241 military people, 116 civilians, and 144 infected. So all in all, we're kind of an equal opportunist destroyer here. We don't really favor. Well, no, we kind of hate the military a little bit more, but you know, they started this.
Did I ever tell you Karen and I were together once? Pictures of us at my apartment. At least I assumed that was us. Karen worked at Gentech. Maybe she could explain what was going on with me and how to control it. I know now. Freeing Elizabeth Green was a mistake. She was a monster, infecting everything she touched. Get to Green, find out who did this to me. I thought she was the key to all of this.
And was she?
In a way. I knew we were connected. Victims of a common enemy, subjects of a common experiment, I didn't know. But I had Karen, and we were gonna put a stop to this thing together.
So, not gonna lie, I don't entirely understand Elizabeth Green's plan. So, essentially what happened was, during Ope, Idaho, technically Elizabeth Green is the first variant of Blacklight becoming a person. Essentially what Alex Mercer is, Elizabeth Green was the first variant of. So, what Elizabeth Green decided to do, in her infinite wisdom, was to essentially just become, how do I say this, like, completely unflinching, unresponsive, maybe not super unresponsive, because, you know, they were able to talk to her and stuff. She is living, but she just doesn't react to anything. And she was also ageless on top of all that else, right? So, obviously all the scientists in the military thought that she was this crazy anomaly and wanted to, keep her and experiment on her. She never did anything. She never acted in violence or malice. She just kind of, brisked along through everything, accepting everything that the doctors were doing in their experiments, this, that, and the other. And eventually being present day, Alex Mercer ends up, walking into Gentech doors, and that's when she looks up and says, the time for waiting is over, and starts, essentially massing a hunter army. So on pencil and paper, you would think that, okay, she was waiting for Alex Mercer. Maybe she was waiting for a mate. Maybe she was just waiting for a companion. Maybe she was just waiting for a good battle. But, as soon as we release her, we don't ever see her again until the first boss fight with the Supreme Hunter. And that boss fight happens literally from, hurting her, is all I'll say to that. For now, we'll see that when we see that. And then, when we have the actual boss fight with her, and I don't know, she tries to seem like she's got this giant grand scheme, but I don't really see what her goal/end goal was. Anyway, so this is a military consume event. To put it as simply as possible, all that processing about, web targets, never mind. So for this one, we have, important figures all over the map, and we have to consume all 3 of them within 3 minutes.
Stole that shit, Corporal. Get her in the vehicle. You, rendezvous at 2200 at Bryant Park. Sir, keep your eyes open. There's a runner on the loose. Move, move!
Right, so the military guys know all about me. They're coming to hunt me. They think they're gonna do a good job, and they're gonna completely fail like everybody else I've been slaughtering. Now, keep this in mind. Just because I have a commander's costume does not mean that I have access to that door. You will see underneath my health bar, underneath Alex's head picture, I do not have that black key icon anymore. That means I no longer have a base key to get in. I would have to go to that military base and consume that base's specific commander in order to use that base's specific door.
The target exhibits a classic low-effect personality. Psychopathic disregard for others, narcissistic worldview punctuated by self-obsessive disorders.
Okay. Now how about somebody repeat that in English?
Are they talking about Pariah right there? Those of you who know this game and know who I'm talking about with that, answer in a comment below. Do you think they were talking about Pariah, or who were they? Were they talking about Elizabeth Green? Who were they talking about right there?
You've seen our order to isolate the subject on site, sir, from General Randall himself.
She's more than some test subject. You have no idea what she represents. Don't try and run this like some exercise. We need to move her out of the city, now.
There we go. Okay, what else do we got? We got a kill mission, which I don't know if we want to do that. A war mission, which we might do that. Screw it, I guess we'll try it. If it's the mission that I think it is, though, it's probably a harder one that I'm not going to be able to complete without further upgrades. I'll take a look and see if that's what it is, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Nah, I hear these operators are out of America, some fucking division or another. Blacker than black, these fucks. They got no rank, no fucking protocol, they're fucking barbarians. And they're in charge.
Talking about the Black Watch soldiers. Oh, there was two of them. Where'd the other guy go? Dang it, he must have died or ran away, I guess. I don't know. Alright. Okay. Use the active power to kill as many enemies within the time limit. The goal is 8. I've got my Wolverine claws. Okay, so the way to beat this one is just combat roll yourself around and tackle the hordes of zombies. Ignore all of the hordes of monster infected. Yeah, I got 100. Alright, well, that wasn't so bad. Maybe that wasn't the one I thought it was. So yeah, keep in mind, in my headcanon, all of these little side events just kind of are canon, and it's just Alex Mercer just imagining all this stuff going on, and him just basically looking for ways and means to test his abilities. So yeah, all these kills are canon. At least in my playthrough. Whoa. Oh, this is a scientist consume event. So essentially I just come up to these guys and my goal is to consume the scientists, the military guys right here, and you can come in here, just kind of hard consume everybody, try not to be stealthy, but there is a chance that the scientists and the defenders can escape. So the easiest way of doing this is to essentially just kind of go through and stealth consume all of them as best as you can. Yeah, I need y'all looking this way. Thank you.
Do you mind?
Really? Who's looking at you?
Quit that.
Okay. I'm gonna come over here and make a loud noise. There we go. You guys, come this way. And let me get you. Oh man, that was crazy, right? Hey, guess what? I think I hear something over here. Let me go back this way and look. Oh man, did you guys hear that? Holy wow, that's crazy. Yeah, go over there and look at that. Yeah, like seriously, scientists, y'all have no idea. I know, isn't that right, Terry? Such a crazy event. Hooray, I did it. Everybody's dead. Now we will go to this one. Okay, so if you look down in the bottom left at my radar, you see how in my disguise wheel, which is the little, like the bar and face silhouette next to it, I can switch it between Alex Mercer disguise, Alex Mercer disguise. The fact that the disguise has a human face looks like a silhouette of a human head, that means that I am currently wearing a civilian disguise. This is not a military disguise. If I enter a military base or try to enter a military vehicle or interfere with police and military activity while in this disguise, I will instantly be found out and there will be no suspicious meter. It will just be insta-spotted, instant everybody shoot Alex Mercer. There's a military consume event near me. Oh, okay. We'll do it this way. At least I thought there was. I saw one. Yeah, there it is. So I will... the military disguise icon is essentially the military helmet that you see on the radar now. But I will show it to you after I consume him. This one's probably going to be, yep, military base infiltration. So with this one, I have 3 minutes to come over here and infiltrate this military base. And for all intents and purposes, I can do this any way that I want. We know what this character is capable of. We know the tools in its arsenal. We just come in, we have 3 minutes, make it happen. If I want to, I can play this long and do that game that I was talking about before where I make everybody disappear one by one until there's only one person left. I can instantly come in and try to stealth consume the commander. I can even go a step beyond that and just grab the commander, hop out of there, consume him, hop back in as the commander. So many different options. As long as I get it within the 3 minutes, I'm good. Once we are in the military base, we have 4 targets. We have one guy walking here. We have the green person walking over there. We have the blue person over there, and an important person over there. Well, let's start with the guy that's closest to us. We'll follow him and get a stealth consume. You have increased your effectiveness on armored vehicles, so tanks are now just a little bit better. They're a little bit tougher, they'll have a little bit more ammo. Alright, let's find... So the way that the stealth consume works, you see on the right hand side of the screen, when I hold R1, I have these kind of special options. 2 of them are locked. The only thing I have is the stealth consume. When it is red, when you see the DNA strand red, that means I am within range to stealth consume. When you see the toggle button, that means nobody sees us, I am clear to stealth consume. So there's never a question of whether or not a guy is, you know, visibly seen or anything like that. It's literally just stay behind him until the thing turns red and then do it. So I just consumed a military commander, which now gives me the ability to do an artillery strike, which is essentially a fly bombing on a specific target. The only way to replenish these after use is to find military commanders outside of bases to go and consume, i.e. the commanders that we have to consume to get the keys to infiltrate the military base to begin with. We can also consume Blackwatch commanders inside the military bases, and this will increase our total number of artillery strikes that we can store. And it's going to tell us that the artillery strike is that now yellow icon up there represented. Like I said, we will play with that, you know, once we get out of here. So right here, we have 3 guys that are just constantly standing still around our important figure. But we just got something really cool, because we have a commander's uniform. You remember when before, when we would bump into people, and they would turn around, get all mad, and shove us back? Well, now that we are a commander...
Reporting for duty, sir. Awaiting assignment, sir. It's an honor, sir.
All they do is stand and salute at you, which makes it really easy to push them away from where they were, get behind them, and that's how we do the stealth consume bonus.
First general order. When in doubt, shoot to kill. Second. No clearance, no passage. Third. Nothing crosses the red line, sir.
Alright. And again, if we wanted to, we could just leave. But I feel like stirring up some trouble, so guess what? I'm Alex Mercer. Got hit by a missile. By the way, we have like 260 something thousand experience. And we're not even done yet, because now we exit the military base, get our completion for the consume event, which is another 10,000 experience, and now I show you how we blow up military bases. So the first step is to find guys with bazookas like this. We stealth consume them. We grab our bazooka, and we find somewhere in the middle, and we make a pile. You're just walking here. Sorry, wrong place, wrong time. You're just done. You're gone. I'm you now. Enjoy. Is there any more bazooka guys? We're gonna get rid of you.
Chalk 3 to Red Crowd. Subject temporarily eluded us. Trying to relocate. Over.
Interesting. Maybe there's only one bazooka guy. It is still early in the game, so there might not be a whole bunch of bazooka guys right now. Okay, so if there's only gonna be one bazooka guy... If we eliminate all the foot soldiers outside, within the walls, there won't be anybody to defend the military base once I start attacking it. So let's go in and clear some people out. One nifty little attention to detail is if you dispose of all the guards, like civilian vehicles will just start mindlessly driving in because there's no one to tell them no. Alright, we are almost done. We got 2 more people to consume. Alright, and what we're going to do next is we're going to come over here. We grab our bazooka. We aim at the military base, and we call our artillery strike.
Forward observer calling a rain dance. Make it wet in the kill box. Target marked. Out.
And that's just telling us how to consume artillery strikes. And while that's happening, we're going to shoot missiles at it. It doesn't destroy the military base, but it does drop its health by half. And there we go. That's how you destroy a military base. Uh-oh. I think the game just froze. Alright. I guess this is as good a time as any to cut things off.